KK sir is all of that, man. Like when you spend time with him, amazing actors like Farhan Akhtar, Shraddha Kapoor, Arjun Rampal, these guys performing in front of me. When I saw them and I saw their process so closely, I was like, man, this is. But the kind of rejection every day that we face is worse than that. I feel when you have something solid in your hand, it just feels very nice and comforting. कभी थॉट आता था कि रिस्पॉन्स ऐसा होगा वैसा होगा, डू यू नेवर गिव इट सो मच थॉट. इट वाज जस्ट अ बिग फैमिली. हमें आज तक सर ने पिछले 4 सालों में हमारे नामों से नहीं बुलाया. द रॉय कपूर फिल्म्स, इट्स कॉल्ड वो लड़की है कहाँ विद प्रतीक गांधी एंड तापसी. यस, सो दैट्स गोना कम आउट. वो मेरा उसमें एक छोटा कैमियो है. हाय, दिस इज लक्ष्य कोचर. यू आर वाचिंग मी ऑन FilmiBeat.
Hi guys, welcome to FilmiBeat. This is Murtaza Iqbal and today I am with an actor who has been getting all the praises for a series that has been released a few days ago. Well, I'm talking about Lakshya, who is here with us, who plays a very pivotal role in the series called Bambai Meri Jaan. Hi Lakshya, welcome to FilmiBeat.
Hi Murtaza, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Very good, yeah. Very excited.
First of all, I have to start by asking you this. How has been the response to your character, your performance in the series?
Yeah, honestly, it's overwhelming. You know, like when we were shooting, we just shot for so long and we were at it for 3.5 years. तो हमने कभी thought आता था कि response ऐसा होगा वैसा होगा. We never gave it so much thought because we were so involved in the process. Now when we are like, you know, sitting back and also like receiving all these lovely messages from people, DMs are full, hearts are full, Twitter is going crazy. It's just so nice. It's just so nice. You know, it's very heartwarming. And you know, we finally feel a little disconnected now from it for some reason. Like now you can see it objectively as a show, and that's just so nice to see it objectively as a show, because abhi tak, you know, it was just like a part of our heart and soul and our little baby, and now it's out there and you know people are watching it and relating to characters and calling up and all, and very good lovely messages. Yeah, very warm.
You know, you said that it took 3.5 years. I know I have I interviewed Avinash also for another projects in the past couple of years. And whenever I used to say कि बम्बई मेरी जान का क्या है, तो he was like, yes, shooting. I think COVID आ गया था, बीच में postpone वगैरह हो गया. So you know, when you are a part of such a project जो इतना time ले लेता है, तो किस तरीके से you know आप खुद as an actor अपने आप को वो कैरेक्टर में रखना, प्लस यू नो द होल प्रोसेस कि वेट करना पड़ेगा कब आएगी, वो कितना डिफिकल्ट रहता है?
टफ था यार. इट वाज़न्ट इजी ऑनेस्टली. मतलब हम लोग जब भी यू नो व्हेन वी यूज्ड टू स्टार्ट एंड स्टॉप, दोस फर्स्ट फ्यू डेज वर वेरी डिफिकल्ट. तो हमारा पहला दिन टू बी इन कैरेक्टर अगेन, सो वो शो में भी हम लोग को समझ आता है एज एक्टर्स कि यार ये वो वाला दिन था, यू नो व्हेन वी स्टार्टेड आफ्टर द फर्स्ट वेव, आफ्टर द सेकंड वेव. सो इट वाज अ लिटिल डिफिकल्ट टू गेट इन इट, बट फॉर सम रीजन यू नो वी जस्ट स्टेड टुगेदर एज फैमिली. And the whole credit goes to our leader Shujat Saudagar. He kept us all together. So we never felt that, you know, we were away from it. He kept calling me Ajju, he kept calling Avinash Dara, he kept calling Jitin Shabla, you know, so it was just a big family. हमें आज तक सर ने पिछले 4 सालों में हमारे नामों से नहीं बुलाया. He's always called us by character names, and then psychologically you always feel like you're Ajju. You know, you're like in your head, you know, there's a part of you which is always Ajju. So I think the credit goes to him, you know, the way he kept us together as family. And the brothers, you know, the bond became real. So it didn't feel like acting. On set and out of it, when we were not shooting, we were just wanting to get back. So that love never went, you know, here or there. So it was just we were very sure कि यार ये करना है और ये बहुत अच्छे से करना है, because these scripts, you know, don't really come by every day. As actors, it's just something different.
You know, how was this experience of sharing screen space with KK sir? He is one of the, I think I would say, best actors that we have in the industry.
Yeah.
So do you remember first scene जब उनके साथ हो रहा था, कितने nervous और excited थे आप?
So funnily enough, हम सबका first scene was with KK sir. And it was so funny that you know, we had, of course, we'd done readings and we'd met him and everything, so we'd known him at like a personal level before we started shooting. But when we reached set, I did not feel the aura of KK Menon in the best way possible, you know, because I just saw Ismail Qadri there. And he was just so in character from day one, and he knew what he was doing, and I was just blown away. For the first few seconds, I was in awe of what he was up to. Because, you know, we were all these new actors. और हमारा पहला scene I remember was this police station scene where he throws the 3 brothers inside the police station and says इनको आप जेल में डालो and all of that. But the way he was in character and what he was doing with his body, and you know, like everything about him, man. I think like I've said it enough, and I really feel that he is the best actor in the country, and there is no competition at all. You know, like everything that he does, you know, all the characters that he plays, it just leaves such a massive impact on you.
Right.
You know, there's a residue of everything that he's played in Heather, in Black Friday, this show, Himmat Singh.
Yeah.
It's just amazing. You don't see him, you just see Himmat Singh when you see the show, you know? It's outstanding.
Right. Like even I remember when I had interviewed him for the first time, I was also very nervous that I have to interview KK.
Yeah,
sir.
yeah.
Because he's such an amazing person and he has done such amazing characters that there's an aura that you are like, okay, इनको interview करना है, इनकी तरह वैसे mic लेके
And
जाना
very
है.
learned also,
Yeah.
of course,
Very
because
much,
you know
yeah.
you have to, like as actors, you people read and you have to be worldly wise, and KK sir is all of that, man. Like when you spend time with him, he is an encyclopedia of knowledge of everything, of the way he talks, his analogies, you know, the way he looks at acting, just everything, fabulous.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, Lakshya, of course, you did Gold first before this,
Yeah.
and then of course this series has been in the making for like around 2 and 3 years, I think. So
Correct.
if I'm not wrong.
Correct.
But you know, we didn't see you much in between somewhere.
Yeah.
Was it like you were not getting good offers, or you were choosy? What is it? Because you know, of course, you don't have a filmy family background. You have to push
Right.
you and give you stuff
Right.
like that. But what was there? Was it like not getting good part? What was it that this break happened?
I feel, you know, it's purely economics, and you know, it's also like those casting decisions are not in your control sometimes. So I was testing. People were calling me, I was auditioning, मैं लगा हुआ था अपना काम करने, I was being diligent as an actor. But like you said, COVID happened. After Gold, I got this opportunity the next year only. So I signed Bambai Meri Jaan in 2019 December. And it just kept on, for whatever reasons, getting delayed, and you know, it took like a longer period in the post-production also. So it's an industry thing that people start seeing you differently after you perform a big role in a big show, and you know, people see you doing something, and then they start seeing you entity wise also differently. So these are casting calls that, you know, I don't have any control over, but I was doing stuff. You know, I did like a small show, I did an episodic, I did a short film called Second Hand. So I was at it, I was doing whatever I could. But yeah, I wish, you know, up going forward, those timelines have to be shorter. Yeah, I just hope I have a release every 6 months. Because अब वो हो गया है, right? OTT में you have to give content. It's about like visibility and all of that. And honestly, for me, it's just about like being out there and acting. I just want to act every day of my life, and I just want to work every day of my life, and that's the agenda. So, you know, I'm just excited about that.
Correct. You know, of course, I would like to know, if we go back to Gold, how was that experience? I think that was the first project that you were doing as an actor. So how was that experience? You know, there was a superstar like Akshay sir in it.
Amazing.
How was that experience? Tell us something about that. If you remember some anecdotes, you know, talks that you had with Akshay sir.
यार हम लोग अक्षय सर हम लोग ना हम लोग एक गाना शूट कर रहे थे, और उसमें गणेश सर थे, आचार्य कोरियोग्राफर. तो उनकी एक टीम होती थी डांसर्स की, और हमारी एक टीम होती थी एक्टर्स की, और हम लोग रोज़ सेट से पहले क्रिकेट खेलते थे. So cricket was like our bonding factor on Gold, though it was about hockey. लेकिन हमने हॉकी कभी नहीं खेला सिवाय जब हम शॉर्ट्स में थे. We only used to jam on cricket because sir is a big cricket fan and he's a very good cricketer. So we used to play a lot of cricket. बहुत मस्ती की हम लोग ने सेट पे. मेरा रोल उसमें बहुत छोटा था, so I wasn't like, you know, involved in that whole graph character ये वो. मैं उसको ना when I look back at Gold, I see it as an opportunity where I was just observing everything on set. I was mostly like an assistant director, you know, like how I've also been an assistant director in the past. So as an AD you work, but you also like observe everything, the world around you, what is happening, how a big film is mounted, how a superstar performs, you know. So for me, just to be on a Reema Kakti Excel Entertainment set and be working around Akshay Kumar was a great opportunity. So मैं उसको as an experience देखता हूँ, as an acting you know, opportunity इतना नहीं देखता हूँ. वो that is Bambai Meri Jaan for me. It's my literally like my first full, you know, front credit आता है actors का, तो मेरा front credit है, पहला front credit है. So I'm just like I take this as my first acting gig, so to say.
You know, how did acting happen? Was it planned कि मुझे actor ही बनना है? Of course you were AD earlier,
yes,
right? But was it like planned पहले से that okay I want to become an actor, or it just happened?
Not when I was growing up. बिल्कुल idea नहीं था because I was in भोपाल. मेरा स्कूल भोपाल से हुआ, मेरी फैमिली वहाँ पे है. तो मैं जब यहाँ आया कॉलेज के लिए, so I enrolled myself in some acting workshops. when I started doing those workshops, I realized that, you know, there's something that I can explore. And then I started exploring that, and right after college, I started working. So I took up AD jobs. I did a job with Pritish Nandi Communications. I did a lot of ads as an AD. I did Rock On 2. So वो धीरे 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 जब मैंने world देखा of cinema, of, you know, amazing actors like Farhan Akhtar, Shraddha Kapoor, Arjun Rampal, these guys performing in front of me, when I saw them and I saw their process so closely, I was like, man, this is something that, you know, I really wish I could do someday. You know, it is very, very interesting. तो मैंने उस training को और time दिया, मैंने उसमें और मेहनत की, and at 24 or something I stopped assisting, and then I completely focused on acting. कि मैंने और workshops करी, मैंने और training करी, and then I got gold. So I was like, चलो एक और experience देखते हैं कैसे होता है. And then, you know, once the ball starts rolling, you know, dots just align, and when you look back, it's like becomes a chain कि, you know, एक सफर बन गया आपका चलते चलते.
Correct. You know, a lot of male actors coming from being from OTT or TV industry, they have spoken about facing casting couches also.
Yeah.
Have you faced any such thing, and when you took a step back in ये नहीं, did anything like that happen with you in this whole journey? Or, you know, sometimes some actors have also told me कि मुझे बोला गया था कि मेरी नाक ठीक नहीं है, नाक ठीक करवा. You know, a lot of things like this happen.
मैं अपनी नाक को लेके बहुत insecure हूँ, हाँ, वैसे भी.
So anything like that, did you face something like that?
I honestly, you know, like subtle statements here and there do happen, but वही ना, the process, the world of films is so fascinating कि यहाँ पे आपको casting इतना rigid बना देता है. Though you have to be so vulnerable, but this process makes you so stern and, in a way, very, like, you know, stone-hearted, you know, in some sense of it, where things don't affect you. At one point, you, as an actor, reach a point where you just say कि यार अब तो मुझे काम ही करना है. You know, I just want to be the character. I just want to lose myself in it, and I want to keep working. Because the kind of rejections we face, yaar, every day, that's worse than any comment that anybody can say. Or if somebody asks you for casting couch or hits on you or whatever, you know, like things happen around. But the kind of rejection every day that we face is worse than that, I feel, you know. So that hardens you up as a human. You grow up, you know.
Yeah.
Every year you become a different human being, I feel. Yeah.
So Lakshya, what's happening next? Bambai Meri Jaan season 2, everyone is waiting now.
Fingers crossed. I hope it happens. As an audience, I want it to happen. ना यार, मतलब you haven't seen it yet.
I have not yet.
Yes, but मतलब मैंने जब पूरे 10 episode देखे, I was like, I want to see more. I want to see what happens with these characters. You know, all of them. It's a, I can't say it, but people are saying it that it's a masterpiece. Yeah.
Right. So any मतलब पता चला है कुछ season 2 की बात चल रही है? Has makers told you something?
I've been hearing things on and off, yes, but अब कब होता है, कैसे होता है, that we don't know. वक्त बताएगा. Hopefully अज्जू का रोल बहुत अच्छा होना चाहिए season 2 में. And 3, 4, 5, 6 मैं तो कह रहा हूँ सब बने. और एक, you know, एक continuous आपके पास इतनी बड़ी legacy project रहता है, so as an actor also you feel safe, यार. Then I can take, like, you know, my bets around it. कि मैं कुछ एक्सपेरिमेंटल कर सकता हूँ. I can do like a smaller project, I can do a bigger project, I can do things around it. But when you have something solid in your hand, it just feels very nice and comforting.
Right.
Yeah.
So what's happening next? Like, of course, और कोई projects है that you're working on, you have already worked. Tell us something about that.
So I have worked on a film with Roy Kapoor Films.
Okay.
It's called वो लड़की है कहाँ with Pratik
Taapsee.
Gandhi and Taapsee.
Yeah.
Yes. So that's gonna come out. वो मेरा उसमें एक छोटा cameo है.
Okay.
But it's gonna come out, I think, at some point.
I think it's been completed quite long back.
Yes,
right?
we shot it last year, somewhere in like March, April type. So it should come out now at some point, like in 3-4 months. Then I'm shooting for a TVF show with Amazon again.
Oh, yeah.
So that's gonna come out. We are starting like now next week.
Right.
Yeah, so now, you know, things have started rolling. I'm getting very interesting calls. So TVF के साथ मैं 2 shows कर रहा हूँ. ऐसी कई और calls आ रहे हैं अभी. I'm reading stuff and all. Like I said, you know, वो interest change हो जाता है
now
लोगों का.
People have seen your works.
Yeah. You know, also if you're a part of this universe,
Yeah.
then suddenly मैं हमेशा ये कहता हूँ, show hit है तो सब hit है. और अगर show नहीं चला तो कुछ भी कर लो आप, कितनी भी अच्छी performance है आपकी, कुछ नहीं होगा. So it needs to work in totality. And if it works in totality, then it's KK Menon's show, it's Avinash Tiwari's show, it's Kritika Kamra's show, it's my show, it's Babban's show, it's Jitin's show, it's everybody's show, and everybody's elevated with that, you know. So it's amazing like that. Nivedita ma'am, what a performance!
Yeah,
Oof.
I spoke to Nivedita ma'am, Kritika, Sujat and everyone just a few days ago only before it was released.
Oh, you did the telephonic with them?
No, I did the Zoom.
Zoom,
Yeah.
correct, yeah. Oh, Nivedita ma'am is my favorite in the show.
Yeah.
You have to see it to believe
I
it.
will, of course, but as I said, I have to sit and watch all the episodes.
Please
together. I
do,
that
because
kind of-
it is every minute
Yeah.
of your time would be worth it, especially for her. I'm telling you, she's the star of the show.